We are adventurers.
We are gold chasers.
We are family.
No matter the adversaries we face.
No matter the obstacle that stands before us.
No matter how big you think you are.
We are.
Welcome to the first episode of The Adventure Boys. The I is gender neutral. If you like overpowered adventures and the DM who tries to keep up with them while still trying to tell a story, this may be the podcast for you. I'm Jack, I'm the Dungeon Master, and also Dante.
Hi, my name's Anthony. I play Professor Thrascalus here in the Half-Orc Bard.
Hi, I'm Janny, and I play the petty but yet humble Anna Xylodon, the High Elf Ranger, with her lovely companion Solara.
I'm Jason. I play the Drow Elf Ranger Rogue Darkler Mizram.
I am Kason. I play the fighter barbarian Chingar.
And I'm Scotta, and I play the ever lovely Morin, no last name, thank you, a badass sorcerer.
All her soul traps.
Alright.
Alright. Let's get started.
Forward.
Okay, where are we, Jack? What's going on?
Paint me a word
Tell
picture.
you in just a second. I have a whole thing written. Don't ruin my shit.
I just don't know how one man's handwriting can be so bad.
It's not even that bad.
Don't look at his notes.
No one will believe you. They can only hear me. It's sundown in the oasis city of Esperia. It's the last breath of summer, and the air is thick and heavy, but a cool breeze plays across the land, rustling the leaves of the few plants that have started to regrow after the incident in July. The Grand Bazaar is bustling with people from all over the country, and the chatter can be heard faintly even in the far corners of the city. It's been 5 weeks since Kesmodeth has gotten a quest. No leads on magic artifacts from Kila or Mr. the Bear. No dragon terrorizing nearby cities. Even the goblins have been calm, it seems. The party is gathered in the main hall of Casa de Modeth, as the plates from the evening's meal are cleared away and Professor Lucy plays one of his signature ballads. It's one that everybody knows by now, and Anna and Chingar start to sing along. Dante is playing a game of cards with Pidge, and Morinth and Darkler play along by placing bets on the game and then surreptitiously feeding their side information and sabotaging the enemy, playing a multi-level mind game with not just the players, but each other. Rakaya, through a complex series of hand motions and drawn diagrams, is trying to convince Gwendolyn and Marufi to enchant his purple worm boots with flight. As the ballad winds down to its final stirring stanza, you all hear a knock at the door.
Who is it? Now's not the time to be interrupting my song.
I can't believe someone's interrupting our game, Darkler.
I'll be right back. Darkler's going to stand and go over to the door.
Okay.
I'm just gonna watch with my arms folded and angrily glare at the door.
Okay. Dante is has a card about to be placed down, a game-changing card, and now you're interrupted. You open the door, and there's a faintly blue-skinned elf woman with pretty fancy robes, hair tied back. She's got wrinkles on her face. This is Ferrani Trianwood, the de facto leader of this city ever since shit started to hit the fan.
Ferrani, it's been a minute. Is there something we can help you with?
Yes. Can I come in?
I don't see why not.
All right, perfect. She walks through the door and just kind of leaves it hanging, and Pidge jumps up to go close it. She sits at the table and kind of looks around at you and just, I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
You certainly are, but I just see it as an excuse to play another stanza. Here we go, guys.
Oh god.
Okay, I don't know if I have my alright.
What can we help you with, Ferrani?
Very good, Chingar.
So, I know that we haven't really spoken much since the incident, and we didn't exactly leave on the best of terms. I mean, you killed my fake husband, my family was fairly rude to you on your trip up, but I'm hoping we can put that all behind us. I've been fairly busy the past few weeks, trying to keep the city still running after the incident with, all the plants dying and all the farmers losing their livelihood. It's, thanks to Mr. Kila, we've kind of started to stabilize, but it's going to take a while, and people are very unhappy, and they want to pin it on someone. So, I've been doing my fair share, I'd say, of trying to keep people happy.
Uh-huh.
But it's a little much for one person, and there's been a bit of pressure over me doing everything and, not technically being a leader of this city. So we've formed a sort of a committee, a council. We've brought in people from every walk of life from the city. We've brought in the new leader of the church. We've brought in someone from the Thieves Guild. We've brought in people from all over, and we've formed this council.
Say no more. I'll join your committee.
All right.
Fantastic.
That's what I was getting to next. I've had the idea, some people are against it, some people are for it, to invite Ketsmodith onto this council, not as active members. You won't have to sit on meetings all the time, but just as consulting members, I guess you would call them.
Advisors.
Yes. Mostly for your knowledge of monstrosities, demons, fae, all the things.
Turning an oasis into not one.
Well, preferably I'd like
Got it.
not your expertise on that one. If you could keep that one to yourself.
Darkler's
that would
gonna
be
shoot a
great.
glare at Anna.
So, I was hoping you guys could be, as I said, part of this council, and if any quests come down from the top, we'll patch you through to the quest givers. We get quite a few from all across the continent. So, what do you say?
I don't see
Yes.
why not. Chinga, you're not old enough to have a real decision. You're like 2. Don't worry, you can still come with us.
Chinga's just gonna kind of slump back in his chair a little bit.
I see no real reason not to. Seeing as this is our home now.
Dante,
I mean-
Anna.
Lucy's gonna lean over to her ear and whisper, "Hey, you're Darkly Reed's babies, right? You really think this is a good idea?"
I mean,
Morit's gonna laugh into her hand. He's gonna like snicker into her hand.
eater or not, he did help us with the Rakshasa problem.
I mean, you're right. And you know what? I take it back. Maybe a baby eater is what we need.
Man's business is his own.
I'm glad you see it that way.
Dante,
Darkler, why would
what
you
do you
eat
think about
babies?
joining?
I mean, it doesn't sound like too much responsibility, really. It sounds like we'd be doing the same shit,
Yeah.
different.
I'm not
I don't
old enough
see-
to have a decision.
You're
Chingar,
like
you're
2.
joining. If we all join, you join too.
I mean,
You're
I
part of the
didn't-
family, right?
I didn't say you
Yes.
couldn't come, but I am saying you're like 2. How old even are you?
He's bigger than you, so that has to
doesn't-
weigh in on
that
something.
doesn't mean anything. He's like 2.
He could throw you.
He's got an old soul, I'm sure. Anyway, so you're all in.
Sure.
Yes.
Oh, thank God. She pulls this
Oh,
briefcase
no.
from her side and tosses it onto the table and with this loud thud. Perfect. There's been quests coming in left and right ever since the event, and she kind of opens it and just there's loads and loads of paperwork. I was just hoping whenever you could get to it. There are many unhappy people, and they all think that adventurers are the way to go.
Then
So,
why don't they become adventurers?
I
It's
mean,
not hard. They're just lazy.
They're also probably scared for their lives.
they're mostly
Or
farmers.
lazy.
Mostly old farmers.
Doesn't mean anything.
Old, dying farmers
That
whose
have
lands
money,
you
I
basically fucked.
Wasn't my fault.
They have money, correct?
I mean,
Not
mostly.
anymore.
I should hope.
What are we looking
I
at?
mean, they'll
for
pay you
ramen?
in corn or something. I don't know. I'm
As
not
long
a
as they're
farmer.
not asking
I would
us
prefer
go
to
out
be
and
paid in
patch their
gold.
roofs.
I'm sorry, you pronounced coin wrong? You said corn?
What are we looking at for Ani?
Lots of things. This person, they want someone to replace their corn. They're hoping some magic user could come replace their corn.
No. Not
This
happening.
person's dog's gone missing.
bad.
They have
Oh, boy.
two pretty silver pieces for anyone who will come find it.
Chingo gets up and starts looking for the dog.
All right. Roll investigation for the dog.
Are you just
Oh,
searching
boy.
around the keep, or?
No, I'm walking outside. I'm gonna go look for this dog.
Chingo's gone.
Fantastic.
Oh!
Where's your character sheet, my man?
Now just subtract your
That is a
intelligence.
17.
Yeah, you walk outside and you look around and there's no dog here.
Oh boy. I'm gonna walk back in.
This person.
I couldn't find the dog.
You tried your best, Chingo.
Yes, I did.
This
Good
I think
boy.
is probably the least busy work. This person says demons have been accosting them on their farm.
Uh-huh.
That sounds like a normal thing that happens on farms.
They've had their property's been vandalized. Their crops have gone missing.
How do they know it's
Their
not
dog
just-
also went missing, but they found one of his legs in the garden. So it's a bit more serious.
I was going to say it could just be bored teenagers, but I hope teenagers in Esperia aren't ripping off dog legs.
I should hope not.
That's horrible. What have you let the city come to?
So I was hoping you could maybe give that a look.
Is it like written on a piece of paper, like a
Yeah.
like a here's your quest?
Mhm.
Like an
Um,
Excel spreadsheet?
Like a Word
Yeah.
document.
This one's
Dog,
highlighted in
leg,
green, and
push.
this one's highlighted in red.
Oh, this is very well formatted.
Who wrote
Darkly is
these?
going
This is
to
lovely handwriting.
grab that piece of paper and give it like a read over. What is there anything on there that like what does it say?
I'm gonna walk over and I'm gonna start reading the paper over Darkler's shoulder.
It's just mostly to the effect of this person says that like all their equipment has just been basically like snapped. Anything like wooden has just been like snapped clean in half. There's large holes out of their home. There's like tall plants that have managed to grow back have just been like eaten whole, just chopped right up, and the whole dog situation.
Oh, dog.
It does say reward on the bottom, but it doesn't specify how much. It just says that they need someone who knows about demons to come undemonify their farm.
Undemonify.
Well,
Perfect. That
we
We
sounds
need an
like
undemonifier.
None of us really know demons. We know demon web pits.
Oh, I know demons. Let me check my encyclopedia here. Jack, do I find anything in my encyclopedia?
Yeah, there's several things on demons. None of them that particularly like corn.
I'm gonna, so in the back, you know where it says the index of all the words? Do I find de-demonify?
Demonify is not a term used in this book.
Is there a D&D Google? Can I?
That's called the library.
At this point in time, Anna's starting to get a headache from all of the chatter. She's gonna take the D&D Tylenol.
We will take this as. Are you guys opposed to taking this quest and giving it at least a look over?
As long as it says nothing about beholders. My chest meat's still growing back.
No, it strictly mentions demons.
Fantastic. That's probably better.
Like
Demon
as soon as I see a
beholder.
beholder, I'm leaving.
That's
Like
fine.
I am coming back.
Isn't that your
home.
same thing that you say about dragons?
No. No.
I think it is.
Alright.
Dante,
I
do
don't
you
think
know
so.
anything about demons?
Yeah, being the holy man you are.
Yeah, you are a paladin.
You keep using that word. It's like you're mocking me.
Yeah, he's more of a very fine privateer with some weird magic. Trust me, we traveled together once. Ain't that right, Dante?
Sure is. And what a time it was.
There wasn't any smiting of boots and kicking in faces, were there?
I mean, he suplexed me off a cliff one time.
So, oh, cool.
Particularly branded the Lucy suplex. Worked like a charm. So keep that in mind when you've got something stuck to your face.
I mean, it worked. I didn't die, so there's that.
Hey, you consented to it.
Yeah, I did.
What was stuck to your face?
It's something he needed to consent to.
Chupa lacombro?
Chupila champra.
Yeah, they eat goats.
Oh.
I think the correct thing here is suck goats.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, you're talking about
Again,
them,
something with
chipmunks.
consent.
Yeah. Chipmunk. What? No.
Oh.
No. I feel like I've heard.
Chupacabras.
Yeah. That's the one.
That does sound more official. Thank you, Claire.
No, it should be La Champras.
Thrask, I
Dangerous.
stopped listening to you the
That's
day
right.
you moved in.
I'm sorry, Morn, but I believe that Professor Thrask Lucierre, a teacher of Adventuring 101, would know the proper terminology.
Which is why I stopped
dungeoneering
listening to him the first
and,
day he moved in.
Morinth, I never moved in. I'm still working on the last month of rent from the tavern.
Oh, I guess that means I never started listening to you.
Or you never stopped.
Oh. Brr.
Anyway,
I'm
we
gonna high
will,
five
we
Chingar.
will look into this quest.
All right. Perfect. And she just like kind of gets up, straightens out her robe, and just awkwardly walks out.
Are
Does she take all
leaving?
of the quest material with her?
Oh no, that's yours now.
I'm gonna start
Okay.
putting pin. I'm gonna spread it across the table.
Chingar,
I'm
do
sorry,
you
putting
remember that
pins
one
in them.
time? That one time you saw the giant string nest in Darkler's room.
No.
Oh, I was gonna
I
say
don't go in
we
Darkler's
could
room.
do that. No,
No.
so lovely in that.
I'm gonna start tying strings around the
Why,
around the pins.
why were you
tying,
in Darkler's room?
I like
You know that
to-
thing that
I like
in
to talk with
crimes,
him.
you know the thing in crime shows how like they have the strings connected to things. I'm gonna start doing
Yeah.
that in no particular order, just kind of connecting the dots.
Perfect,
The crazy
Chingar.
person board, the one that
Perfect.
Darkler has.
There we go.
When Morinth says I like to talk with him, Darkleish is gonna give her a look like, you know.
Lauren, is it like that, the novel you gave me?
I'm not allowed to say anything more on the matter.
Darkleish just keeps staring down.
To each their own, I guess.
Is there a problem?
Lucy has since buried himself in a corner and mushrooms have begun to sprout.
Oh, that's so funny. Morinth is still pointedly ignoring him.
I'm a good guy. I make sure I don't pay my taxes, but I treat women right.
Anna goes over to Lucy and just like kind of like pats him on the back. It's just like, it's okay. You'll get used to more.
Oh, a pat. Thanks.
I mean, if you don't want it, I can just be just as rude as Morinth is.
That wasn't rude.
He hikes his jacket up and over his head.
I'll take that as a no. I walk over to Morinth.
It wasn't rude, it was deserved.
Oh my god. You guys are so mean to Lucy. He hasn't done anything to you assholes. Be nice to Lucy.
Alright, fine.
He's a team member and he lives here now.
I'm gonna go walk
I
over.
don't live here yet.
It's been 5 weeks.
Still paying rent.
Okay. I'm going to so is there anything on this quest sheet that is very like unique to this situation or very eye-catching, something that I would be able to look more into, because demons is a very broad spectrum.
Mm-hmm.
Does it even have a location on it?
Yeah, it's the Kelhorn family farm.
And do we know where that is?
I mean, you guys can probably piece it together pretty well by asking the locals. You haven't ever gone to one of the farmlands, but I mean, you can probably ask.
All right.
You guys can get there
What
with
was
no
the name?
problem.
Kelhorn.
Kelhorn family farm.
Oh, Jack, how many papers have I string together?
Probably like 12.
Nice.
You ran out of string though. I don't know where you got it in the first place, but it's all gone now.
I had 10 feet of string. It's
Did
fine.
you?
Jesus.
Yeah. That's gone now though.
Hey, I mean, listen. What's an adventurer's kit for besides 10 feet of string?
Yeah,
I think you have a
obviously.
valid
That's
point.
10 feet of rope. I don't know where you get string in D&D.
To Chingar, everything is string.
What were his pins?
Daggers.
Giant nails. Like,
Railroad spikes.
Do we have
The
any
pittons.
do we have any books in the keep that I might be able to look into?
Yeah, roll an investigation.
is Lucy still in the corner?
Yep.
I'm gonna walk over there. I'm
16.
gonna kind of squat
16.
down to his
Okay.
level. I'm gonna put my arm around his shoulders.
As your hand goes to wrap around his shoulder, he's a big guy, but he almost seems to slink into the wall.
It's too late. I'm a professional. My arm's going.
It's very, very smushed into the wall.
Okay, I won't touch him then. I'll just be like, I'm sorry I was rude. You have a lovely butt and you write very good songs. And I'm gonna pat his shoulder. I'm gonna hop up and walk away.
This is where I live now. The shame
I thought you were
corner.
still paying rent.
The shame corner is my only home.
Oh boy, the DM's looking at the demon section of the book. That's
What?
good.
No.
All right.
I'm looking
well,
at the dragon section.
Oh,
You're close
boy.
though.
All right. Well,
Oh,
I don't know what else to
favorite.
do, but I'm gonna start heading to this farm. I'm ready to undemonize a farm.
I mean, I believe we should probably get our bearings on it first, Chingar.
Why don't you go find that dog?
I'm gonna go look for the dog.
Good job, Chinga.
Yeah, no, you don't really find any demons that like to burrow and steal plants or bite things. Yeah, no, this demonology book has given you no leads.
What about animals that are close to, like, they're native to Pidata that would
I mean,
do
there's
something
bunnies.
like this? There's also purple worms.
I mean, yeah, but if a purple worm ate your farm, you wouldn't be able to call for adventurers.
No, I'm just saying.
Uh,
There's a big
they got big
spectrum
mouths.
between bunnies
They
and purple
hungry.
worms.
They hungry.
They hungry.
Well, this book is of no use, so it's either we keep delving around libraries, or we go to the source.
Hmm.
For once, I agree with you.
I gave you an option, Anna. You can't pick both.
Well, going is what I
Okay.
mean.
Probably the medium between bunnies and purple worms would be a bullet, but they don't typically
Perfect.
eat plants either.
How do you know? This one could be a vegetarian.
And also, from what you guys have seen, bullets typically, their hide takes on the form of whatever they eat. So if one was eating carrots, that would be a sight to see.
They like
a
eating
carrot
drow.
bullet. Oh no, please.
Oh man.
Shut up. So are we heading out
What time is it?
It's like
It was-
6:30,
it was
7.
nighttime.
at night? No, we probably.
Should we leave tonight, or should
Does
we
the
go?
quest
Here,
say that,
doggy,
that stuff
doggy.
happens at night?
Yeah.
Here,
So-
doggy.
I don't
going
think it would
across
be.
the city.
I don't think it would be a bad idea to head out now, seeing as most of the sightings happen at night.
Okay. Let me go grab my thing.
How far away is the place where we need to go?
It's a few miles.
Lucy gets up and wraps his arm around Dante and whispers into his ear, "Hey, Dante, keep the rent thing on the low. I've been living here for the past little bit, but I feel like if they know, they're going to start charging me."
Did you get your deposit back from the inn?
Absolutely.
Good. Good man.
Listen, Dante, I own a bank. You don't make it this far
Listen,
without being smart.
and I was a pirate. You don't make it that far being a pirate without being a gold-hungry piece of shit. So gotta look out for each other.
Okay, that's
Shit.
fair. Lucy goes to his room and just starts equipping himself.
Alright.
8 knives in the jacket, knife
Yeah.
in the boot. Yeah, just
You guys have a whole montage
Whole
where you're putting knives everywhere that you would not expect to knife.
Oh, Darklay's already got those set everywhere.
Yeah.
He's already set.
You guys are pulling your
Everywhere.
spell books, you're pulling your staffs, your bows, your swords, your armor,
Come along, Lucian.
and you guys show up to the door armed to the teeth.
I'm
to
gonna
go investigate
before
this
we
farm.
leave. I'm gonna go knock on Coolwick's door. Yeah. Coolwick,
Yes.
if
What?
you better be to bed by a decent hour, or I'm going to spank your butt, young man.
You're not my mom.
Oh, but I am in charge here, and you better be to bed by 8. And then I'm gonna go.
Marufi said he's in charge.
Pidge is watching you. Pidge.
I'm not scared of pigs.
And we head out.
Can I roll an insight?
You're not there.
Oh, whether or not he's afraid of Pidge. He's he's totally afraid of Pidge.
Pidge parried a purple worm, and he saw it.
Alright. You guys walk for a few miles until you find yourself at this ramshackle little hut in the middle of these barren farmlands on the edge of Esperia. You guys see a barn off in the distance, which is mostly empty except for a few slim cows. You see there's very little plant life still alive that has managed to grow back and not get the chomp. There's some farm equipment, wagons and things that have mostly been destroyed. Looks like a real bad scene.
So like we're like basically in the front yard of this house.
Yeah.
Darklayer's gonna kind of like just tap Lucy and be like, "You're the talker. You should probably go."
You got a point. Lucy's going to adjust his suit jacket, his vest, wipe a little bit of a scuff off of his boots, walk up to the front door, and
It's less of that. It's a very thin door. It's more like
Lucy's got big fists.
Lucy breaks through.
Lucy breaks through the door. You now
Here's
are
Lucy. Hey, baby.
First knock, fist through door.
Oh. Pull my fist out of the door.
What? Who is it?
Gonna peek my eye through the hole I just made. Hi, I'm Professor Thrask Lucian with Ket's
The
Motive.
door opens into your face.
Oh,
like,
thanks.
It smacks you in the nose.
Hey, listen, ma'am, sir, my nose has already been broken in this lifetime.
You like open the door and look down, and there's no one there. As you feel a small figure like kind of shift past your leg, and you guys now see this very small, very squat woman with white hair and huge glasses, just
talking
looking
like-
over you.
Are we talking gnomish small?
Yeah, about that. About gnomish small, dwarvish round,
Oh my god.
Giant
That is a
eyes.
round
and
woman.
purple worm ugly.
Oh Jesus!
She has no eyes. No, she has eyes, but
She has no eyes.
No eyelids.
her eyes are
No
magnified about 1,000
eyelids.
times by these glasses.
Oh.
Those damn adventurers have been calling.
Yes.
No.
Sure.
Excuse,
time. I've been calling for a week and a half.
excuse me, ma'am. Could you not stand beneath my legs? Lucy's gonna step back.
She kind of pushes your leg away as you're already moving it.
All right.
All right. Well, come in. She waddles past you into the door.
Lucy's gonna hold the door for everyone.
Aw.
Right.
Thank you, Lucy.
Everyone kind of shuffles
yeah,
into
gotcha.
Thank you.
Thanks, Lucy.
this small hut. There is almost room for you all in this hut. Just a one room. There's several like squashy couches and armchairs,
I'm
and
just
she's
gonna,
sat in this high back chair with some tea.
I'm gonna stay standing and just kind of lean on my staff a little bit,
All right.
Darklayer also stands because he doesn't trust old ladies.
or couches.
Or couches.
Yep.
You know, as evident of his previous excursions with old ladies.
Excursions with old
She
ladies.
sit on the floor.
Wait, excursions with old ladies.
Experiences.
That's
Huh?
what I meant.
Anna's gonna stand.
That doesn't make it any better.
Hey, I could, old ladies is like also like a point of reference. So like, the drow could be considered. There could be drow ladies that are old ladies. So
Does that make Darkler an old lady?
I mean, he
He
could
is
be
a
like an
drow.
older man. He's like 227.
Wow, he's
So
So-
Darkler likes him old. That's what you're telling me.
No, he doesn't like him at all.
But your experiences, Jace.
Who I was doesn't mean it's who I am.
Oh my god.
Excuse me, ma'am. May I get your name, please?
Bertha.
Ms. Bertha.
You ask for one name and my whole shit falls apart.
I'm a nice
When
guy,
are you gonna
Jack.
learn, Jack? When are you gonna learn? We always ask for names.
We're good people. We're good adventurers. We're not like those other adventurers. Ms. Bertha.
Mm-hmm.
Demons, huh?
Uh-huh. Yep, demons.
De-demonify, huh?
God, you're an odd bunch, aren't you?
Yes.
Got a dirt elf. We got a demon elf. We got a prissy-ass elf. Got a big-ass hunk of metal.
Hey.
Bertha, I
I'm
think
not-
I like you.
So Solara, the prissy ass elf, starts growling at her a little bit.
She like, oh, hello, dear. And she moves over and pulls out this little cookie jar and pulls out like this round, almost
Please
like
tell me
a-
she does the Iago thing where this like he just starts stuffing crackers / cookies in her mouth.
Give me one goddamn minute, Jamie.
No.
She pulls out this round, like, flat scone-like thing and tosses it to Solara. Solara does not catch because, she's angry, and it just kind of hits her in the nose. And the old lady doesn't seem to notice as she puts the cookie jar back up.
So, are we going to talk about how this, squat old woman just threw a cookie at a displacer beast? Wow.
Is she that blind?
She's got big-ass glasses. How could she be blind? She doesn't care.
The demons.
She just doesn't care about you or your big cats.
The demons.
Yeah, the demons. They've been eating my damn carrots, all my cucumbers, my radishes, my sunflowers.
Not the sunflowers.
Yeah,
They even took a bite out of my door.
referring to the
She,
cyclopedia.
gestures at the punch hole from Lucy.
Oh boy.
We heard.
Oh, that's too bad. I've heard of demons chewing holes in doors. Nasty business.
Oh my god.
So I figured I'd call up you adventuring types. You don't seem to know all about demons. They come at night, so I figured adventurers don't sleep. You can just stay out there, watch for demons.
Are you sure these are demons and not just a bunch of children causing a ruckus?
You ever seen a child just uproot a sunflower and eat it whole?
I'm saying you
Yes.
have. You watched this creature eat
I've
a
watched
sunflower.
Shingar
I
uproot a
saw it.
sunflower.
I didn't have my glasses on, but I saw it.
And what did you see?
I mean, I didn't have my glasses on, so it was a big blob eating a whole sunflower, but it was a demon.
Do you know the color?
Sunflowers are usually yellow
Not the,
with like a green
not
stem.
the flowers, the blob.
Morinth is laughing into her hand again, trying really hard not to make it obvious, and her eyes are watering. She's laughing so hard.
It was white, I think.
Are you sure it's
White.
not just a giant rabbit?
Had to be a big ass rabbit.
I
That
don't
would
know.
have to be a really big rabbit.
It could be a Chingal-sized rabbit.
It could.
Then you could finally have a pet.
At this moment, Lucy takes his fist against his chin. Miss Bertha, you've given me an idea.
All right.
One of Lucieren's famous ideas.
Uh-huh.
Oh no.
Your orcs get many of those?
Oh.
Half orc.
Uh-huh.
Yes, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Due to copyright reasons, I'm going to need you to exit the room.
This is
Oh,
my
and
own house.
Bring me back some hay and a big stick.
Thank
Thank you.
Lucy, what are you doing?
All right.
I'm escorting the lady
So-
out of the house
Yeah, she
slowly.
leaves.
Shingar's just
Alright.
kind of pushing her out.
Here's what I've got. So, she wants us to stand out there all night and watch for demons.
Uh-huh.
What is the one thing that stands in cornfields all night?
A scarecrow.
Scarecrows.
I will be the scarecrow.
Shingar.
I'm
Big ass scarecrow.
Very scary scarecrow.
I wouldn't fuck with that scarecrow.
I would leave that corner.
we need a more fuckable scarecrow.
Like,
I hold
like
up Darkblade.
fuck-
Darkblade just kind of, not Darkblade. I keep saying Darkblade. Dante just kind of steps forward, and then you hold up Darkblade, and they just kind of eye
I'm
contact.
really not sure Darklear's gonna be too good. I mean, he gets lost in the dark, remember?
Oh.
Fair enough.
I thought that was you.
Bores down on her. I mean,
Not
at least-
lost in the dark. I mean, his skin blends in, Dante.
Oh.
Oh,
No, I
this-
mean, you did get lost in the dark.
You were
at
deaf
that
and
time.
blind, and if it wasn't for me, you would probably still be down there. So I'd watch your tongue.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
That did sound a bit.
Feeling some tension.
And he may be dark as night, but with my magical makeup kit, I can make him any color I want.
Make him green.
Fair enough.
Please do not.
So
I will not.
what are we looking for when you say fuckable scarecrow?
A scarecrow that you'd want to chomp.
Oh, that's
You
not
mean
fuckable.
Like an edible scarecrow.
Yes.
Lucy, explain to me what you
Yes.
think the word fuckable means.
You know, I really don't
Yes,
have
Also,
please,
I thought you weren't
explain.
swearing.
I don't know what
Ah.
this word means.
Lucy pulls out this big jar full of at least 50 gold coins. Tink. Shoves it back into his pocket.
No,
this
no, no.
big jar
I
back
think you
into
need
his
to put
pocket.
2 in there. You said fuckable at least twice.
Tink. Back into his pocket. Sorry.
Anyway, your plan, Lucy.
We need a crunchable scarecrow.
Okay.
Something that looks edible, like a man. Because many demons aren't the smartest.
Mm-hmm.
Wish
That's-
Kaya was here. Where did he go?
It's probably run off at another whorehouse.
He's got a bag full of carrots. We could have just strapped them to your chest.
To my chest.
Well, I mean, yeah, you're the fuckable scarecrow, right? That's what we decided.
No.
No, we decided against that.
please.
He blends in.
I have paint.
Ah, yes.
Regardless,
we
Ralkai
could not use
paint
the
you up
paint,
like a
we
clown.
could use Anna.
Please do not touch me.
Why me?
All right, so
Because that way we don't have to use the
to my understanding, the plan is we paint Darklear up like a clown, tie some carrots to him, stick a stick up his shirt, I guess, and put him out in the fields.
I like the way you think.
I like this idea.
I like the idea.
I
We can
just
do
like
this.
this idea.
I don't know, Darklear. This
I
sounds like
don't
a
know.
5 to
No.
1.
Let
I
me
just
say
don't know how
right
you're
now.
going to get a hold of Darklear long
I-
enough to make this happen.
I'm gonna grab
He's a team
Darklear.
player.
No, please. Put
Wait,
put Darklear down.
I set him down.
He already almost died. It's time for someone else.
I don't know.
Hmm.
I volunteer Anna.
She has Solara.
Lucy slides up real
So we put
close.
Solar on the stick.
Lucy slides up.
I
I don't
real
think
close.
We're
the
not-
cat's gonna stay on the stick.
Why are you sliding so close to me, Lucy?
Right
Why?
up next to Hannah. And he reaches into his pocket, pulls out a box, flips it open, pulls out a brush. Are you ready? I've been told my touch is very magical.
I don't.
As he
need
waves
to-
the stick in the air and paint flops off of it.
Operation Fuckable Scarecrow.
Oh
Go!
my god!
Lucy goes to work making the most crunchable scarecrow.
All right.
Using
The
his
next.
magical, so she's very plump. His
Yeah.
magical makeup kit. Very plump.
All right. Over the next, you're fast. So over the next 30 minutes, as the sun begins to go down over the hills, the sand dunes, you paint Anna up to be the most crunchable scarecrow you've ever seen.
Fantastic.
If
You
I
guys,
Why
was-
did Anna get volunteered for this again?
You guys walk out into the field. Bertha peers out through the blinds.
I wave. Lucy waves to Bertha. She gives
Wait,
you the
wait,
bird.
I see Lucy
Thanks.
waving, and I turn around and I also wave at Bertha.
She waves.
Everyone else is waving, so
Why
I
are
wave.
women mean to me?
Darklear is standing on the outside of towards the house more. He's just watching as they go and set up Anna.
There's
Keeping it
there's a
still.
big stick in the middle of the yard.
Before they go out, I sneak under the house, sneak under the window, and then pop up to the old ladies to see if it works. And she probably doesn't do anything. Now I think about it.
No, yeah. Ah! And
Works.
she
Cool.
swings out and the window shatters as she hits you in the head with her cane.
Ow!
She shattered.
Take 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
Whoa, Miss Bertha.
Demons!
Lucy runs over and starts fixing
Not
the
demons!
scarecrow
Ow!
Anna's hair.
Oh,
Oh my god.
sorry, demons,
Anna.
bitch-ass elves. It's all the same to me without my glasses.
And I'm
Go put
sorry.
on your glasses so you recognize it, you foolish old lady!
Anna.
Anna,
I think
you
I like you a lot better without my glasses.
Anna, you had that coming, darling.
I
What are you
mean-
thinking?
Is someone gonna get up on this stick or what?
If it
Yep.
weren't for fucking
Anna,
Darklear, we wouldn't be
you're
doing
up.
this. Goddamn fucking drow.
I get on the
You
stick.
need a sweat, Calm down.
Lucy's
Get
gonna
on
go over to the stick and kind of kneel and offer a hand up onto the stick.
Oh, you're so nice, Lucy.
Anna's gonna just look at you and actually take it, but she's gonna be really, really prissy about it, so she's gonna step
Yeah, Lucy's
on.
gonna launch her up.
Ah!
Alright, as you're launched up, Dante is ready with the rope. And as you fall into the perfect position, with deft hands, he ties about 3 different knots and you are stuck on this stick.
Really well.
Tied around the waist.
I don't wanna. Okay.
Dante is
Darklear is going to climb up on top of this old lady's house
Okay.
and just stand there and watch.
Oh, I thought you were gonna be the crow on top of the stick.
No, no, I'm standing up this old lady's house.
Excuse me, where's
Keep
that
an eye on
high
you
when you need
fuckers.
him?
Okay, so
Come on
this
up.
is out in the sand dunes, right?
No, it's more like it's kind of halfway because it used to be, really fertile soil, and now it's kind of gone to shit and then come back again. So it's really hard, clay. But there are some sand dunes. This is the edge of the farmland, so there are some sand dunes in the not far distant.
How far?
120 feet.
That's a little far.
That's a little far.
All right.
Run over on me and hide in the sand.
I'm just gonna be
you guys see Chingar just run and dive, and bury himself about waist deep in the sand.
Alright.
Shingar, you are hidden.
Lucy's
Nice.
gonna pull out a small mirror in his box. He's gonna go to work painting himself like the top layer of the ground right underneath Anna.
Okay.
And then he's just gonna fall backwards and lie on the ground waiting.
I'm gonna
Alright.
kind of like look at Lucy and just kind of rearrange plant stuff on the ground so it looks more natural around him. And then I'm just gonna turn to Dante and say, "Well, where do you think we should go stand?"
I was just gonna sit in the house, like in the doorway,
Yeah, I was thinking that'd be a
like
good
under the
idea
porch
too.
maybe.
Yeah, yeah.
Dante
Alright.
just like kind of crouches next to the house and pulls out his lightning spear and just kind of sits there.
I'm just gonna go inside with Bertha and just kind of keep watch out of the window.
Okay. Yeah, she says some. She has some interesting stories. Not a very tolerant lady, this one. You feel real bad about being a tiefling, almost. I mean,
Not
it's hard
really.
to make Morinth feel bad, but she does her damnedest. The things she calls the drow are not savory. Yeah. So you guys all take up your posts. And you wait.
Literally.
And you wait. And at about 10 o'clock at night, you all kind of hear some shuffling.
True sight. On.
Right. I mean, you can see
Right
it
off
with your
the bat.
regular sight.
I want to make sure.
All right, you turn on your super night vision goggles. You can now see into the ethereal plane. You see some ghosts just kind of sitting there playing cards.
Oh. I'm now more interested in this
Everyone
movie.
focuses on this one spot where the shuffling is coming from. And you see the stalk of this short, wilted plant kind of wiggle. And then wiggle again.
I'm
And
ready
then
my bow.
sucked under the ground.
What do I see underneath the ground?
We can't see through the ground.
Oh, that's right.
You don't have X-ray vision.
X-ray vision.
You
What do
turn
I
on your
see?
X-ray vision.
What do I see through the ground?
You see under the ground a small desert hare pulling through this burrow a large carrot. How far does your X-ray vision go? It's not very far, I don't think.
No, it's only 60 feet.
Wait, Jack, for those of us who don't know, why does Morinth have X-ray vision?
I'm glad you asked, Anthony. Morinth has X-ray vision because of this super weird evil eye she found on a bone naga one time. She kind of slotted it into her staff, and through some nefarious rituals, she got the power of true sight, X-ray vision, extra necrotic damage to some of her attacks, and also a friendly dead sorcerer named Lucian who lives in her head.
Yep.
Oh wow, that was a very pleasant and very fulfilling introduction there. Thank you.
Thanks, Anthony. Now back to our session.
Alright, you ready to schedule program?
Under the ground, you see this rabbit, and you see these this network, this maze of burrows, and you see the rabbit kind of pulling it under. It's like almost like an ant colony under the ground, and you see more rabbits just kind of crawling.
Do we still have the sending stones we used in the mine?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kind of reach up and touch my sending stone and dockle it.
Mhm.
It's rabbits. There's many rabbits.
If anything moves within Lucy's reach, he's gonna grab it. Anything.
Just roll me a dex check ahead of time.
Cool. Let's see, just straight dex, right?
Mm-hmm.
17.
Okay. You have your hands open, and you're ready to snatch.
I'm ready.
Clasp them in your grasp.
So yeah, a few more minutes go by, and you guys hear another shuffling as another carrot is yanked under the ground, and you see the rabbit just kind of pulling. And you see the rabbits kind of like start coming out in more numbers. And you see you see one of them hop up onto the surface and just kind of like starts hopping around the ground.
Does this
It just
look
kinda
like a
starts
normal
nibbling.
rabbit?
It looks like a desert hare from around Esperia. It's got this brown coat, very long ears, very big feet.
Like a jackrabbit.
Yeah, it's very small, rabbit-sized, you might even say. And yeah, it kind of like goes over to one of the sunflowers and just kind of starts nibbling on it. and you see the sunflower just kind of like tip, and then like a tree being cut down, it just kind of falls, and the rabbit just kind of starts chewing on it.
I think this lady has a rabbit infestation, Doctor.
She'd be better off with exterminators.
I haven't seen any giant rabbits yet, like I was kind of hoping.
How long does your X-ray vision last, by the way?
I get it 2 times a day. You didn't say it had a time limit.
I'll give you about 10 minutes.
Okay.
So, yeah, you guys just kind of sit here and watch as these rabbits just kind of pop out of the ground, steal some things. You see one of them kind of like go over to this already like gnawed corner of the cabin, or not cabin, hut, like kind of right next to Dante, and just kind of starts chewing on it. And you see Dante reach out his hand very slowly, very quietly, and pet the rabbit.
Which is contrary to what I was gonna do, which I was just gonna shoot a rabbit. The one that's eating the sunflower.
Alright, roll an attack on the rabbit.
Oh, that's I'm gonna reroll that.
You using luck on a rabbit?
Yeah, I'm not gonna keep a nat 1. That's a 19. A tasty 19.
Fucking drown your pride. You couldn't just shoot the ground and miss a rabbit.
No, I'm not
But
gonna
yeah.
take a nat 1.
You, up on the roof from your crouched position, you pull back and you let loose an arrow, and it sticks right into the rabbit and it falls over dead. Gain 1 experience point.
Oh, yes. I'm gonna, sending Sun to Mars, be like, well, if there's not gonna be demons, we can at least bring home some meat for our cooks.
Ew, rabbit stew. Delightful.
Alright, and Lucy, you kind of like hear with your ear to the ground this like digging.
Okay. All right.
And as a rabbit pops up, you reach out your hand and you grab it.
Gotcha, demon.
You look over and these big eyes and this soft face just looks back at you terrified.
This is a weird looking demon.
And everyone, like, Dante is just kind of like broken rank for where he was hiding. He's just kind of like standing in the middle of the field now. So, are we good then? Do we still need to be hiding?
Have the demon showed up yet?
Can I come down from here?
No, wait.
It's gonna take a minute.
Lucy's gonna tuck the rabbit into his pocket, make sure it's safe.
Okay.
Hey, be careful, the demons are coming. And back to flat on the ground position.
Patience is a virtue, Anna.
I'm just gonna
Gonna
start
continue
army
to
crawling
wait.
slowly.
Okay. This large metal man, clunking as he goes, starts crawling along the ground.
Like a giant metal
Hey,
caterpillar.
Lucy. I forgot to compliment your makeup skills.
Thanks. You've got me feeling all sorts of different ways today, Anna. We'll talk about this later.
In the sending stone, I think Anna's trying to make a move.
I don't think she's moving anywhere. And Lucy, again, you feel a vibration in the ground.
I'm ready.
Are you ready with your claspers?
I'm ready with my
Roll me a
glasses.
dex check.
23.
23. Alright. You feel this rumbling.
Do
You
I
feel
see
this
anything?
tumbling. You hear this digging under the ground. And you are not ready.
I'm ready.
Like, you're ready dexterity-wise, but you're not ready.
Do I see a giant
mentally.
rabbit before
You know,
it
that's
comes up?
fair. That's fair. Lucy is definitely not ready.
No, your X-ray vision's gone. It's been like hours.
Have I been shooting rabbits?
Yeah. You
How many,
gather
how
up about
many-
3 rabbits.
3 rabbits, nice.
They're few and far between.
I'm ready
And
to
about
grab,
midnight,
I'm ready to grab a demon.
about midnight on this farm, Professor Thrask Lucierin reaches out and he grasps at these big fluffy ears
I knew it was a giant rabbit.
as a giant rabbit
I knew it!
burrows up out of the ground and doesn't even give you any second thought. As it's like 3 times bigger than you, it like
Oh
kind of starts
my God.
hopping around and leans over and just starts gnawing on the house, just taking out this big chunk out of the corner.
I'm gonna
That's
stand
a
up,
big one.
take out my maul. Demon! And I'm gonna charge.
All right, as you yell, it turns towards you, And roll initiative.
Yeah, Lucy's still hanging on.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
not gonna let go.
Can I be
Initiative.
let off the post now?
No, you can roll initiative though.
I knew it was a giant rabbit.
The combat.
All right.
Do you want initiative for Solara?
Yeah.
Guess what
Wait,
I
then
got?
that's Solaris.
Do you want? Do you want
20?
Solara too?
14.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
21.
21.
What's that?
What'd you get, Casey?
21.
He's got a higher dex than me though.
No, I don't.
No, we have the same dex.
What did you
Yeah.
roll? Now I gotta know.
I rolled a 21.
Okay.
You rolled a 21?
Yeah, 21 on a 20-sided die.
Wow. That's impressive.
Uh,
Whoa.
Would you
No, I
understand if I
rolled a
rolled a
12.
D100 for my initiative? 83.
Write down giant rabbit on there. Alright.
What am I
20
writing
to
on here?
25. Giant rabbit.
Me.
21.
21.
29.
God damn it.
Can I please get off this post now?
You can try your best.
That's
But I can tell you personally, you're not gonna get out of there.
Okay.
He's a goddamn
I'll
sailor.
let Dane
I
You're not
know.
gonna
His
get out.
knots are nice and tight.
I need another one.
Just
Jack.
saying.
Jack.
I'll let
I
Mark
meant
do it
the
for me.
actual knots, not
She learned
probably
Dark
the
would
way
have
you're
the same
taking
dex.
it.
No, but
Yeah.
just the way you said it, I'm just like, please no.
Maybe.
I said it normally.
Maybe.
I mean, realistically, the pirate is very attractive.
Shut up.
Why are you like this? I didn't raise you
Alright.
like this.
I got a
what weapons you
14.
Okay.
I got an 18.
Solara got a 15.
We still don't have one for Lucy Duty.
Nope.
Here we go.
Thrask Lucy.
What did Solera get?
15.
Oh boy, guys, I'm ready to cast some spiels.
One day my monster will go.
No.
Alright.
How did a rabbit roll lower on the initiative than everybody else?
Wow. How did a rabbit?
Let me check his stats real quick. Maybe he's
Low
higher
roll.
than Dante.
Roll low.
One can hope.
The
So,
demon rabbit.
Just for everyone's verification, on the initiative tracker for the giant rabbit, I wrote giant rabbi. So
That's
Perfect.
quite a different situation. Alright. Yeah, no, he with a +2 modifier, he still rolled lower than Dante.
Damn.
Alright, top of the initiative with Anna.
free yourself.
Can I please?
I mean, your hands are free.
Can
Your waist is not.
So
Okay.
your hands are free, you're just tied by
cool.
the waist. so
Well,
you
then
can
I'm
probably-
gonna.
Just shoot at the rabbit from.
From the post.
Yes, I'm going to do that. Cause screw it.
Okay, you wiggle free your unstrung bow, and you clasp it.
I clasp it in my claspers.
And as you focus, a beam of pure moonlight shoots between the ends of it, stringing your bow.
Aw, yeah. Power up that sucker.
Oh yeah.
All right. Yeah. I'm gonna take a shot. My first shot. Cool.
Alright.
So that's gonna be a 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
Cool. Do you want me to roll that one or do my second attack first? See if it hits.
Just roll second attack, and then roll all the damage together.
That's gonna be a 27 to hit.
Alright, that'll hit.
You guys remember when we mentioned that we're monster characters?
Yeah, no, that was no lie.
Cool.
Hey guys, I'm
awesome.
still waiting for the demon. Like I'm not giving up hope at the sight of a giant bunny.
Oh no.
I'll be okay if it just is a rabbit, but I'm definitely not gonna blow
What are you
all
talking
my
about?
spells
This is
on
the
it.
demon.
Yeah.
I mean, giant rabbit, still a demon. Not a demon, but it's a demon.
Okay, cool.
It's
so
not classified as demon.
That's gonna be a 14 for the first hit and another 14 for the second hit.
28 total.
Because I forgot to call sharpshooter like an idiot.
Good shit.
Oh.
Don't ever call sharpshooter.
You can bet your ass that won't happen again.
Alright, so yeah, you unleash these two arrows and they embed themselves in the back of this giant rabbit. And I don't know what noise a rabbit would make if it were to scream in pain, but
I'm also, as my bonus action, going to cast Hunter's Mark on the beast, and
Okay.
I'm just gonna hang out on the post.
Good
Hang
job.
out.
Proud of you.
So like, of course, when that rabbit goes into battle, it does that terrifying rabbit yawn, where it, like stretches its arms forward and its teeth just.
Are
Yeah.
the most terrifying rabbit.
Yeah, viewers Google that. Enjoy.
Rabbits are actually really violent. They're scary.
Darklear.
Does the rabbit know I'm there?
On the
Does
roof.
the rabbit know you're there?
On the roof.
No, because you are on the roof, and also everyone else is yelling.
What's up, Gaston? Like.
Alright, I'm going to go to the edge of the roof,
Okay.
and I'm going to
From
pull
the
out my
shadows.
my scimitars. I'm gonna just drop down on it.
Okay.
Bum bum bum.
Roll to hit.
So that's gonna be 22.
Okay, that'll hit.
28,
Alright, that hits.
and another 22.
Alright, that'll also hit.
And all of these are critical hits. Because I'm an assassino.
And
Um,
just
I'll-
What?
Assassino.
He's
Okay.
an asshole.
Well,
I'm an assassin.
Assassinino.
Uh-oh.
Perfect.
That's two more coins in your swear jar.
5,
Assassino.
I swore. Yes, he did not.
7,
He could have been talking about donkeys.
13.
13, 16. So 16 times 2 is 32. 32 plus 12. Oh, I didn't roll my last attack. So does a 28 hit?
Yeah.
So
Jack.
that's
Yeah, no,
what,
it is.
32. 6. So 32 plus 24. No, 32. No. It's because this one's the only one. So 32 plus 12. That is 44 plus 12.
Jesus.
So that's going to be
56.
56 points of damage on this rabbit.
Cool beans.
Oh,
I
Duckman
love it.
finally got to be an assassin.
I finally got to do my assassin
On a
stuff.
giant rabbit.
Alright, so
I still got to do it.
from your place on the
No,
roof,
I'm not.
crouching down in the shadows, you pull out your twin scimitars, replicas of Driz swords made for you at Wintertide by your favorite wizard and your favorite
Smith.
blacksmith. You ready yourself, and as the beast comes under your perch, you leap, and you sink the swords down into its back, and it makes that presumably awful rabbit scream again.
Scott
And- and you see tides of blood start shooting out of its back as it throws you. Well, doesn't throw you, but tries to throw you and bucks under you. Cool. Chingar.
It's not dead?
No, it's not dead. Fuck you.
I'm going to continue my charge. I'm going to make 2 attacks.
It's not like
into
it's gonna
the
live
wall.
past Chingar.
That's true.
Alright,
I'm going to hit it.
roll to attack.
Hit it real hard.
Jack, you sound so tired.
Roll to attack.
I'm gonna call Great Weapon Master on this.
Oh, good.
Oh boy.
So we're gonna be able to take this one back home specifically for Stu. We'll use this rib cage for something else.
Bunny ribs.
Oh.
16?
16 will not hit.
Ah,
Oh.
dang.
This is a thick rabbit.
I'm gonna call a savage attack on the second attack.
Alright.
Crispy rabbit.
Alright, does a 19 hit?
Yeah, that'll hit.
Alright.
Roll that dabblage.
Bad dabble.
All at once.
Only one of them hit.
Oh, that's true.
9 plus 27.
27.
Oh
27.
Good shit.
What archetype are you for fighter?
Champion.
Champion.
Alright, so you pull out your massive maul and it kind of thumps into the clay beneath your feet. And you take a running start and you yell at the top of your lungs. As you swing your maul down, it misses the bucking creature and it hits you in the face. You fall back and you swing more recklessly this time and hit it in the flank. And yeah, it looked like it hurt. You haven't fought many rabbits. You don't know their cues, but it looks upset.
Good. And then as a bonus action, I'm gonna rage.
All right.
Ah!
Right in its rabbit face.
Professor Lucy.
So, Lucy, presumably still carrying on to this thing's ears.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So, he's, after dangling there for a second, he's gonna kind of pull himself close to the rabbit's ear and pull himself up into the ear. Hey, Mr. Rabbit, I'm gonna need you to calm down. Yeah, just go to sleep, please. Lucy's casting sleep at a 3rd level.
All right.
God.
Does that affect their current hit points or maximum hit points?
Current.
All right.
Current, yes, because it's real cool.
Jack just gave me the look like I was a camera on The Office.
Where's my other? Okay, so this is...
Anna was just complaining to me earlier about nerfing one of her weapons. Like, they don't do, how much? About almost 100 damage in one round.
I'm not doing any damage. I'm just
I
doing
mean,
my
they won't
part.
do that anymore thanks to your nerfing.
I mean, you won't do 100 points of damage in a turn.
You guys have
Oh,
already
shit,
done
that's
many damage.
9d8.
98.
Wow.
No.
You've done about 111 damage, and it's not even halfway through the round.
Okay, can someone track this for me?
I
Yeah.
got
Give
you.
me a second.
Okay, I'm at 11. 21
Plus 21, or you're at 21 now?
total. Oh, sorry, I didn't need anyone to track it because I'm doing the math in my head. Fuck. 21, 23, 25, 27.
So what's
27.
that?
Does he have 27 hit points left?
So what's that?
Sleep rabbit.
That fuck in character or out of character?
All right.
He's sweet.
You're grabbing onto this thing's ears, and it's thrashing and trying to buck you off, and you lean down and you whisper sweet nothings into this giant rabbit's ear, and its nose twitches a little slower, and its thrashing kind of slows, and then it slumps forward and begins letting out long, large rabbit snores.
All
Do we want,
right, we've got 1 minute before it wakes up. What do we want to do with it?
Do we want to take?
Ah!
Do we just kill it?
I think it would make a
If no one
pretty
hits
good
it
farm
within the
animal.
next-
I think we should let Morinth roast it.
If nothing hits it within the next 6 seconds, I'm taking my attacks.
So somebody needs to do something.
Chinga, don't hit the rabbit.
He's gotta be raged.
I am anger.
But
Oh no, we could use it
Should we ask-
as a farm animal. You know,
I mean, not at the keep. No. Should we ask Bertha if she wants to keep it?
Why don't we sell it?
Ooh, yeah.
We
that's
could
an
you know, coin. Yep.
We could use its meat and sell its hide.
And no one has to know it's a demon.
We could also just sell it as a giant rabbit. I mean, I know a guy.
You what?
All right, that sells it. Dante, help me wrap this thing up.
Darkly, could you put it in the
No one's
animal
done.
room?
all right.
No
in
one's
the
hit
bag?
within the last 6 seconds.
They're wrapping it.
We're tying it up.
All
Hey
right.
man, money.
Fine. You and Dante, between you, kind of like tie its feet together, and yeah, you don't string it up, but you know, tie it all up. Nice little package,
Nice.
and it wakes up and kind of starts thrashing, but it's very well tied. All right, perfect.
Money.
I'm gonna, and since I'm still in the house and I've just been watching this entire thing, I'm just gonna turn around and be like, Bertha, I think we just fought your demon.
Oh, Bertha's asleep.
Oh,
After about 9 o'clock, she went to bed.
we'll be back tomorrow.
All right.
I'm gonna leave a little note. We fought the demon. We won. We'll be back tomorrow to collect the payment. Love, Lauren.
All right, you guys gained 300 XP from that fight.
Oh,
I
shit.
swear to God, if this old lady pays us in fucking like
Cookies.
cookies and
No,
and
hard
tea,
candy. Hard candy.
cookies and hard candy,
Cookies
I'm
and
gonna
hard
cut her
candy.
down myself.
Cookies and hard. Why? When will Darklear stop cutting old ladies? Like, when does it end?
It doesn't.
It's
It ends when he
Never.
stops eating babies.
it's the first day of our podcast and he's still cutting old women. Now is the time for reform, Darklear.
Nothing
You can still change. Come unto Lathander. Bask in his lights.
If you had the chance to change your fate, would you? Would you? No.
All right, and as you guys come back with your bounteous rabbit across you and Dante's backs, you see a woman running through the streets towards you.
Am I still dressed as a scarecrow?
Yes.
Oh.
Ah.
Yeah.
God, yes.
The magic wasn't disrupted. You're still a little fat scarecrow.
Is this a fan? Is this a fan?
So this is what it's like to
is that
be a
what this
dwarf.
is?
You see this half-elf woman with like these torn clothes and this messed up hair and this wild look in her eyes as she just streaks towards you guys at top speeds and then throws herself down in front of you. Please, you have to help me. I've traveled so far.
I go up to her.
I'm sorry, ma'am.
She's
Loan
up to
department's
you.
closed.
No, you don't understand.
Up to me?
All of you. She's up to all of you. Please, they've taken my baby.
Oh.
I took no baby.
No.
I like waddle up to her.
He's gone.
Like
They replaced him.
Anna walks
What
up
do
to
you-
her and like pats her on the back and is just like, all right, what's your name? Calm down.
She kind of like gives you a strange look.
Anna, you're a scarecrow. Did you forget?
All right, what's your name? Calm down.
My name is Mira, but you have to help me. I've heard so much about you. You're the only ones who can help.
Because your child's been kidnapped.
Oh,
Yes.
Change. Are you saying you have a changeling for a baby?
Yes, that's exactly it.
Oh.
It's,
How about you come
it's-
back to the keep with us for a cup of tea, and maybe you'll calm down a little bit, and we can talk this out a bit more rationally.
No, you have to come now.
No, you're a bit.
It's
Uh,
not just me. It's
I'm
it's
ready
others.
to go. Let us go.
We have to sell a rabbit now.
We do have this rabbit to take care of.
I'm gonna go with the girl. With Mira. I don't care.
I will go with the
So
girl.
like I'm just gonna like walk with her kind of thing. Displacer Beast like following behind.
Hey, Dante.
Yeah.
You got the rabbit.
I mean, yeah, I have it. Yes.
Lucy's gonna heft it over to him and follow the girl.
I'm just
We
gonna
can
kind
throw
of.
it in the bag.
And let that thing rampage in your bag?
It's tied up.
There's a room for animals.
But what if it gets free?
There's an animal
What
room.
if?
Then we kill it and we eat it.
I could
True.
kill earlier, but no, we got it tied up.
No, it's fine. Dante's got it.
Well, I mean, if Dante, sure, whatever Dante's gonna do with it. But I guess we're going with this crazy lady.
I'm just gonna kind of look over at Darklear and go. And just sigh really heavily. And just start walking.
Darklear and Morinth look at each other like they're cameras on The Office.
Yeah.
As Lucy relieves the rabbit into Dante's hands, he slaps it on the booty. Just gives it a mad slap on its butt.
Perfect.
No.
It's not
no,
a naked
no.
rabbit. Damn.
There we
Whoa.
go.
There we are.
That's
Damn.
it.
Whoa. There
Damn.
was an echo in here.
It echoed and was very high pitched. I know, my ear was right there.
I guess
Alright, so
we're
you
following.
guys are following
yeah, I guess
her?
we're following
You
the lady.
follow.
Is
Alright.
it Mira? Wait. Let me. This is a
Sans
different
Dante.
Mira than the Mira we know.
Do you know a Mira?
Yeah, wasn't
Mira
she?
Treantwood.
There's no Mira Treantwood.
Yes, there is.
Is
No, there's
there?
not.
No.
Is there?
I thought she died.
No,
Mira
there's not.
Treantwood. She's 12 years old. She is the second youngest child of the Treantwoods.
Oh, it's fine. There's two of them now.
I was
Yeah.
saying, like, just clarifying that this is a obviously different Mira.
Was this not a 12?
Oh yeah, because this one's a half elf.
Oh, okay.
Right.
And Mira's a blue elf.
Yep, that's
Yeah,
true.
we're good.
Sinjak.
Doesn't matter, Jack. We cool.
We Gucci.
You're right.
You're safe this day.
This time.
We'll say it's a popular name in Esperia.
Yeah,
have a
she
daughter,
just
her
like
name's Mira.
she starts leading you through the streets, just like crying and babbling about her child and other people's children being stolen away in the night. And she leads you to a small wagon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is a small
Yeah.
wagon.
Good job, Shinga.
No wagons, please.
So it's like a gypsy-esque wagon.
No, it's like a traveler ass wagon, but I mean,
Well, I was just, asking just so I could paint a word picture.
there's no like,
So this isn't
fancy
where she...
baubles all over
I'm
it.
saying, like, is this where she lives?
No.
Okay.
Does this look like a trap?
In what way?
Hesitation.
in the sense that if we get into this wagon with this half elf driving it, and this half elf takes us, let's say, to the city's palace, but they actually take us underground and deposit us into a secret fight ring. Is it that kind of trap?
That
Yeah,
was
no,
really
she's gonna
odd
drive
and
you guys down
specific.
the road, and she's gonna dump you all off a cliff, and then she's gonna run away cackling because she's secretly a hag. No, it doesn't look like obviously a trap.
Well, regardless, my snake senses are tingling. Anyway, continue.
Snake senses.
Are we getting in the wagon? Is that what's happening now?
I hope so. If you're
I
going
get
to
in the
help
wagon.
Where are we going?
me, Fellwood.
Where is Fellwood?
Everyone in the wagon. We're going to Fellwood.
No,
I have not heard of
Chinga.
Fellwood.
I'm in the wagon.
Where is Fellwood?
Where is Fellwood? In relation to Esperia, how long is it going to take us to get there?
It's up
Yeah,
to
what's the mileage on that? I'm gonna need to be reimbursed for my time.
Just get in the wagon.
She kind of like pales and goes quiet as she like looks around at you. Took me 3 weeks to get here.
You want us to just hop on and travel away for 3 weeks? The drop of a hat.
I'm still in the wagon.
You're adventurers, aren't you? You're supposed to help people.
That's true, but we still have things to take care of here.
And we've also never heard of Fellwood.
Yes.
It's another country.
Oh.
I think we're missing the important details. What's the price tag here? What's that looking like?
Yeah, how much are
I
you
don't
paying
have
us?
much, but I'm sure the other women in the city would be happy to chip in.
Women.
Yes.
All right, hold that thought. Lucy's gonna flag down a young boy.
A young page boy?
There are no page boys out at this time of night.
It's like 1
1 in the
a.m.
morning.
He's gonna pull out a piece of parchment, address it to Dante at Casa del Motive.
Okay.
Hey, we're going on a trip for possibly money, most likely women. Take care. And he's just gonna set it on the ground. Yeah, someone will get it to him. And
Well-
Lucy's gonna climb in the wagon.
Why should we take the wagon if we can take the airship?
It'll get us there faster for sure.
What if we put the airship
in
under
the
the
wagon.
wagon?
In the wagon. That's what you're saying.
No. The wagon in the airship. All this conversation while Lucy's boot is up on like the
Yeah.
step for
He's
the
like-
wagon
he's
with
like-
the door open.
He's like power stancing it almost.
I'm in
Yeah.
the wagon.
His boots shining in the moonlight right off those dragon scales.
All right, so you guys head for the
to the airship.
To the airship.
Yeah, we're gonna load this wagon into the
We'll
airship.
grab Dante
It'll
while we
fit.
do it.
Okay, you guys just each like grab a corner of the wagon and lift it.
I'm
Well,
not
I'm
bringing
sorry.
Why?
I'm assuming there was a horse.
There's a ramp, I'm
there's
assuming,
a
to like
horse.
load stuff up and onto the ship. It's a ship.
Yeah,
Well,
there
there's
is.
an elevator for the ship, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll use that.
Yeah, but I'm not breaking.
But I mean, you
stairs.
guys, how are you getting it there? I guess there is a horse. Never mind.
just a wagon without a horse.
We're
She's
just
great.
gonna
It
have
has wheels,
Shingar
it had to
and
get
Lucy
here
on
somehow.
each side, just kicking up and
Look.
carrying
This
it.
lady's been pulling the wagon here the entire time.
It's got wheels.
She sits there and grabs the front like parts of the wagon and just starts
I
jogging.
couldn't afford
towards
a horse.
I needed to get here as quick as I could, so I just packed up and left.
You got here in 3 weeks, pulling that.
Damn!
Shit.
Anyway, we get to the airship.
You get to the airship.
Did we grab
At
Dante
2
on
in
the
the
way
morning.
Do you want to grab Dante on the way back?
Yes.
I'm gonna pick up the
It's up
piece
to-
of paper that.
it's up to
Oh no.
Dante.
You leave that piece of paper there. I've got plans.
And
I was feeding
before
it to
on the
Dante
way
as
back to
soon
the
as we got to the
airship,
keep.
I'm gonna stop, or I'm gonna make a
gonna
quick
find
detour to the
its way to
cave
him
and let Pidge
eventually.
know what's going on and
Okay.
everything, and just tell him to expect us to be gone for a little bit, and
Cool.
he knows how to keep.
Pidge is
things
not
going.
awake. It's
I'm
another card.
It's okay. I'll wake Pidge up if I have to. I don't have a problem with it.
All right. You tell a very groggy and upset Pidge about your
I'm
whereabouts.
just gonna be like, if you do a good job, I'll buy you some. What was that brand of whiskey you liked so much?
The
Phoenix.
expensive kind.
Yeah, okay. I'll get you 1 bottle, as long as it's not too expensive when I get back.
300 platinum.
Maybe later, Pidge.
Spending 3,000 gold on a goddamn bottle of whiskey.
It's not happening.
But you'll expect people to pay you 3,000 gold for going and taking care of their rabbit problem.
Not
Yeah.
3,000.
No, I wasn't expecting 3,000 from this job.
Like,
I was
1,500.
expecting. I was expecting 7,000 for fighting a goddamn beholder. Yeah.
2 beholders.
2 beholders.
But you weren't hired to fight a beholder.
And one of our party members died.
You know, I'm expecting at least maybe 50 gold each for the rabbit.
Yeah, I'm not expecting much.
Who died?
We
You
told
died.
we told
that's right.
the guy that you died,
Oh, that's
so
right.
he would pay us more money.
Woo! I'm okay.
Their
with that.
ship. We're loading shit up onto.
You guys load shit up into your magical flying airship, which you have because I'm a fool.
Well, and Lucy has since loaded, unless there are complaints, has loaded friendship onto the.
No complaints.
All right, yep. You load up friendship, your massive ballista that you have gained through part of a recent mission. You load it up onto the ship, and you send someone down, Dante probably, to the under the depths of the ship, since you don't have your friendly Morin Shiteweather here.
What happened to Morin?
Morin Shite, he's asleep.
Oh.
He's usually your navigator, but he is asleep.
That's fine. We can go.
Doesn't he
Dante
live on
knows
the
how to
boat?
fly this thing.
Yeah, I thought he lived on
He
the
has
ship.
a room, also in the keep.
I didn't give him a room.
I didn't say he could sleep.
We have 30 rooms.
I
We
just-
have a doghouse for that sort of thing.
No, I just assumed our friendly little dwarven friend who does not speak common,
Yeah.
just likes preferred life on the ship.
Yeah, I thought he just lived on the ship.
Regardless, he's not awake right now.
Well, I hope he's asleep on the ship because we're taking off.
Yeah, I hope he's on
We're
the
taking
ship.
this baby for a
If
spin.
he was at the keep, I like to think that we kind of picked him up and just kind of carried him over onto the
If he's
ship.
asleep inside the house, we're leaving him. If he's asleep on the ship, he's coming along.
All right, fine. Morin Shiteweather is asleep in the toll booth esque situation you guys have set up on the ship.
Perfect. We'll leave him alone then.
Fantastic.
Perfect. Morin Shiteweather is here. You guys send
Really?
Dante. Is there a problem, Anthony? You're giving me a look.
I love Morin.
Herman.
God damn it. Anyway.
Anyway, Morin Shiteweather, that's his name.
He's a Swedish
He's asleep.
Orthodox store.
He's on the ship. Anyone of you motherfuckers
Is he
wanna?
snoring?
Let's continue the story.
Let's go. I want to see this place. Let's go.
Cool.
I'm,
One of you brings up that silly ass name.
no, not at all.
No, we didn't rename Morin at any point in our.
No.
No.
No, that never happened.
He hasn't
Definitely
been
not.
going by a different name.
No, we're leaving. We're going places.
Cool.
So this lady's
Past
on
is
our
behind
ship.
us. I'm free.
No, she's
The lady
No,
is-
you'll never be free off the podcast.
No. I'm free
There's a
of
dark past of
the dark
Morin
past of
Shiteweather.
Morin Shiteweather. No one will ever know him as anything other than Morin Shiteweather. We've taken up 5 minutes talking about him. Anyway,
This
you guys
lady.
send Dante down to the bowels of the ship, where your super high-tech navigation system, all your systems are there arrayed. And he's down there for like a good 20 minutes. And then you hear a vroom.
Hey, Dante did it.
And the ship hums to life, and you guys start chugging along, and he's kind of like,
not touching levers.
he comes
Fair
up
enough.
Mind flayers.
to the top, and he's kind of got his hand on his face, and he looks at the woman, back up to the horizon, and back to the woman, and to Darkler, and he kind of pulls you aside. Darkler, can I talk to you for a second?
Absolutely. I'm not on my sight. It's not leaving this woman.
I'm putting a blanket around her shoulders.
Okay.
It's a shock blanket.
He just kind of leans in real close, and he says, Darkler, Fellwood is a small forest town in the middle of fucking nowhere on the other side of the continent. Now, the coordinates are already punched in. We're already set to go. If you want to back out of this, I can go down and fix it. But Darkler, I want to tell you right now, while this sounds like the most bullshit on the spur of the moment thing that we've done ever, if I have to go and camp out an old woman's farmhouse for one more night, or if I have to sit in the keep for one more night and listen to Lucy serenade us, as we've been doing for
Did
the
someone
past
say serenade?
month and a half, I'm going to lose my mind. So Darkler, do you want to go investigate this shady ass town in the middle of the forest?
You know, if I didn't know any better, Dante, I thought you were proposing to me.
Darklear, he pops open.
I'll
That
have to
looks
say
very
no.
heartbroken.
Well, seeing as we're already on our way, and I'm assuming we all have cabin fever. Let's go.
I haven't been spending all my time in the keep.
I know you haven't.
All right. And you guys take off into the moonlight, headed for a sketchy-ass town on the other side of the continent on wild rumors of fairies.
And of course, while we're heading into the distance,
Well,
What do
you
you
said
think?
changelings, and she said spirited away, and you didn't give me a chance to say fairies.
I mean,
I figured fairies.
as our ship speeds into the distance, of course, Lucy is playing his newest ballad that he learned in a very strange
Damn
scenario. Mr. Astley's never going to give you up.
Oh,
Darklear wants to die. He's going to his room and he's boarding up everything so he can't hear it.
All right, as you guys head out into the night sky, never gonna give you up, playing through the night. You're immediately attacked by 7 wyverns. No,
Oh boy.
but we are gonna call the session there.
All right.
All right, if you liked that, keep up with our podcast. If you didn't like that, I'm sorry. It'll probably get better. I hope.